Have you ever heard of the word economy in high ticket sales? This is exactly what the top closers use to compress the time of their calls from 90 minutes to close a deal to 60 minutes, all the way down to 45 minutes to even 30 minutes. And if you want to take advantage of word economy and you want to work on making your calls shorter so that you can close more in less time, this video is for you. Let's get into it.
One more question that I want to ask is
No, you're good. You're good. Do we
is
have a lot of ones? Let me check.
I saw
We
on
have two.
on like your sort of Miro board, I saw there's like 4 levels into closing. The fourth level is of course with like closing them on identity framing. And there was also a sentence that says like choosing your words, like your word choices or something, to make the call shorter. So how can you make your call shorter by choosing the right words in your question?
Okay, so the way you make the call shorter, it will be the exact same process as you do when you're editing a video to make the video not shorter, but better. What you would do is you would remove the the spaces, the redundancy of the call, of the video. You would just chop and cut all the fluff, and you would only leave the most essential thing in the video. So this is the same. This is the exact same. So you take 1 minute late to interrupt someone. Now you add 1 minute of fluff. You take 3 questions to arrive to a place that you could have arrived in 1 question, and that costs you 2 more minutes. Now we're 3 minutes of fluff. You misdiagnose, or you just like miss an opportunity to prove, knowing that opportunity when you review the tape could have led you to pain, and then you just keep digging. It took you 3 minutes more to find something significant in terms of pain. Now we have 6 minutes more of wasted time. So the more sniper, the more precise, not only your question, but your listening skills are, the quicker you're going to navigate the call. So it's not only the questions, because also the questions are determined by what you see. So if you don't see the opportunities to dive deep, that is a listening inaccuracy. It's like you have two snipes, you have 2 weapons. You have the weapon of listening. Nothing escapes to your sight, to your awareness. Nothing escapes if you see like something, oh, there's an opportunity there, I can probe into it, right? And then the other one is how powerful your questions are. Because it's like making sure that every single question that goes out of your mouth is the most potent question and the most accurate question you can ask. This is in general, guys, this comes with time. Like, don't just like stress too much about it. This comes with time and with training. But I'll put you an example, right? Closer 1, what brought you to the call? Closer 2, what is the specific outcome you are looking to get with an e-commerce business in the next 6 to 12 months? Totally different question, totally different answer. You see? I just want to make more money. Cool. Why do you want to make more money? Okay. I just want to make more money. Cool. Why? Making more money through a vehicle like e-commerce is so important to you right now. For example, just putting you a couple of examples, right? So it's just like, first you need to
more precise questions.
Yeah. But first you need to start, and once you start getting it, then you understand it more and more and more and more, and you start to get it right. Over time, you start to get it more times right, and you start focusing on improving, and then you're more efficient in that sense.
Perfect.
So it's a process. It's a process.
So that's what you mean by working on your word economy.
Yeah. Word economy entails not only the questions you ask, but also the statements you say. Everything that goes out of your mouth.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, man. That's it.
Anytime. Okay, let's go with the next one.
There are some clients that they have to pay to give the second payment, right? And some of them like fail the payment, and other ones they didn't. I mean, the invoice was sent automatically through Stripe, and they have to pay, for example, the day 14 and 15, and they said like they will pay yesterday and they haven't. So I did like some follow-up messages, but they're not responding. So I don't know how, even though they said like they would pay like yesterday, right? But they haven't, and today's Tuesday. So how would you recommend, like, just to keep sending in messages, or?
Yeah, so they are clients, right?
Yeah, they already paid the first payment last month.
So the way that I view this, and this is just my approach, so take this with a grain of salt. My job as a closer is to close the deal. I close the deal. That's it, done. Then the moment I close the deal, the responsibility of the account receivables or the collecting further payments, it's on the fulfillment side, it's on the CSMs, okay? Because the fact of the matter is that the CSM is going to be the person that's going to be closer and is going to, at that point, 30 days in, is going to be the person that's going to have built relationship the most with the client. That's why, in my view, it's better that the CSM is responsible for making sure that actually goes through. And one of the reasons why is because the CSM can also remind them of the payment because they're in contact as well. If the CSM fails to collect the payment, then he can activate a protocol to get the help of the closer that closed them in the first place. And it's also good that you are on top of that because it's your money, it's your commissions. Don't get me wrong, it's also good you're on top of that, but I wouldn't make you responsible for collecting account receivable if I was the founder. Okay, that's one thing. That's just one thing. Second thing, from a CSM protocol, okay, what do we do if a client fails to pay? Well, first of all, do we have a process and an SOP in place to make sure that we remind the client that their payment is coming up? No. Okay, well, that's the first mistake. Like, we need to have a process. So 7 days before we say, hey, Mr. Client, hope you're having an amazing a week. This is just a reminder that your payment is going to be charged 7 days from now. Would there be any reason whatsoever why in 7 days the amount that we would charge into the card wouldn't be available? Boom. 7 days before the payment, we're just sitting, hey, there's a payment coming. You remember, you have to pay. No reason, everything is good. Just let me know 24 hours before just to make sure. Okay, great. 24 hours before, they don't pay. Hey, the next day, CSM communicates with the client. Hey, Mr. Client, not sure what happened, but yesterday the payment was supposed to come in. It didn't came in. Just so you are aware, if after 3 days of the payment date, we haven't received neither the payment or a response from you, automatically based on the contract, we reserve the rights to kick you out of the program and to deactivate your account. But if you just let us know where you're at, we might be able to, help you out. Let us know if there's anything we can help you out. Have a good one. Send. They don't reply. The next day, hey, Mr. Client, is everything okay? There's been 48 hours since we haven't heard from you. Hope everybody's safe and everything is okay. 72 hours. Hey, Mr. Client, I'm sending you this message today in this morning because if at the end of this day we don't hear from you, the contract closure number 27 will be activated at the end of today. And at that moment, blah, 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 this will happen and we will no longer have to fulfill on the contract. Therefore, that means that we can decide to, how do you say that? We can decide we can decide to stop the engagement with you if we decide to do so. So if this is very important, I've sent you an email, send you a text message. I've sent you a message to your emergency number just to make sure that our communication is clear. As stated in the onboarding call, every time you don't get back to us for more than 5 days, we go multi-channel. I've done that. Please come back to this particular channel as soon as you see our message. Otherwise, you will activate that closure in the contract. Hope everything is okay and looking forward to hear from you. And then at the end of the day, they don't get back. So then the next day in the morning, hey, Mr. Client, just so you know, because XYZ happened, now this and this and this and this and this has happened. So now we have the rights to discontinue the, and to remove you from the program and to discontinue the engagement, etc. Out of courtesy and because we value as a client, we are not going to do that. We're going to give you 7 days so that you can get back to us, or 5 days or 3 days so that you can get back to us. And if after 7 days, then we will put your account on hold until we get some sort of response from you. We'll kick you out of the program. We'll kick you out or from the group. But we'll still have this chat in case you want to get back to us. I hope everything is okay with you. You are safe and your families, all of them are good. We're a little bit worried, but we're doing everything in our power to reach out. If you see this message, let us know. God bless you. Done. So the company needs to have a protocol and there needs to be consequences. If we agree on something and you fail your word, you break your promise.
Yeah, we have like an agreement. We have an agreement.
Yeah, but they don't read the agreement, man. They don't remember it. So there needs to be a protocol in place for accounts receivables. Number one, reminding them that the date is coming, but also reminding them of what happens if they don't pay at the date. It's just like they need to have that awareness.
Got it. And this message should be like written or like it's better like to call them.
Totally up to you, but the way that I like to train the CSM is like an SOP. It's like a protocol. It's like, hey, if this happens, you activate this sequence of messages, and the only way for this sequence of messages to be deactivated is that they come back, is that they reply and then just tell you what the issue is.
Got it.
All right, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, drop your main takeaway down in the comments below. And if you have questions that you would like me to cover in next videos, share them in the comment as well. I read all the comments, so I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts.